Today I'm going to show you how to create a Google Classroom. The first thing you'll need to do is create a Google Gmail account. Once you create a Google account, you'll be able to go onto any search engine and go to Google, and it'll pull up your information right here. I like to use Google Chrome just because Google Chrome was made by Google. Now once you have your Google account, you can go to these 9 dots here, and it'll pull up your applications. Now, I have Google Classroom already added, but you might have to go to even more and add Google Classroom to your applications. So once you go to Google Classrooms, it'll take you to a screen like this. Now you are already logged in over here, so everything you create will be under your account. As you can see, I have no classes here. So what I'm going to do is I can press this add button, and I can either join someone else's class that's already been created, which your students will do, or you can create a class, which is what I'm going to teach you to do today. So once you create a class, you'll just need to check that you're using it for education. You need to create a class name. So I'm just going to name this Miss Miller's class. Now if you have multiple sections or you have different subjects you want to make this for, you can definitely fill out that portion, but I'm just going to make it as a general. So now I can press create. Now it'll take me to my Google Classroom. The first time you do this, it'll help you also have you have a little help guide with a navigate. I'm just going to close out of that. So it takes you to this. So you have a stream, you have your students, and you have your about section. Your stream is kind of like your blog or your drive. This is where you can add material or post anything that you need your students to have. Under students is where I have all your students listed. Now you can either invite students with with their email, or you can post this code and they can add by doing that plus symbol, join a classroom, it'll ask for a code. Here can be their code. And the about is another place to add class material. For this one, this is where I like to put material that students won't be using to turn in anything. It's more of like the reading post or any rubrics or any information that they might need but don't necessarily have to edit. So in this stream, there's a due date, so they see what is due soon. There's topics, and then there's the actual stream where you can attach materials to any post and students can edit or view material or make their own copy. So I'm going to make a topic and I'm going to name it multiplication. Now, anything that I want to do with multiplication, I can put under this. So I'm going to add something to my post. So I can create an assignment, create an announcement, create a question, or I can reuse posts from another classroom. So I'm going to press create an assignment. So now I can name my assignment multiples of tens. Now I can change who my students, if I want to assign it to my whole entire class or a specific student. Since I have no one in this class, I don't have any students to add yet. But once you have your students added, you can select which student you want it to go to. You can also give instructions to them. Complete the multiples of tens in the packet. So that way you know that if you attach a packet, you know to tell them just do the tens and not the whole packet. You can also create a due date for your students. So I'm going to say this is due tomorrow. It's under my topic multiplication. You can also create or do no topic. So down here is where you can attach the assignment. So I can attach just any document on my computer, or I can use my Google Drive and select documents from there. I can also attach videos from YouTube. Now some school districts don't allow you to attach YouTube video or don't allow you to view YouTube videos, so you just have to be careful about that. Or you can add a link, say you want them to watch a video, and then they can go to this link. Sorry. So I'm just going to attach a random document from my Google Drive. Let's do math schedule. So now the students can either view the file, so it'll just show up in their Google Drive, they can edit the file in Google Drive, or you can make a copy for them so it automatically copy to their Google Drive. I usually select that one so they have their own copy. Now you can assign it, either you can do assign, you can schedule when it opens up for them, or you can save it as a draft and change it later. So I'm just going to press assign so we can see what happens. So now it's under the topic multiplication and students are able to open the document and complete it. It is also under just the stream tab. It's almost like a blog where every time you add an assignment, it just goes there. Now it also tells you when students have completed it and which students have not completed. In the student view, it won't show which have been completed or who's it completed. So you can open it and you can assign points and it'll tell you who's completed and who's not. So you can see, oh, Johnny hasn't completed the assignment, or oh, Jill has completed the assignment. So it's kind of nice to see who doesn't, so it's not like you have to go through every paper or go through every student and talk to them about it. So that's kind of the basics about creating your first Google Classroom. The background are interchangeable, so you can select a theme or even upload a photo of your own. So if I wanted to do a math class, I could find one that related to math and make that my theme. And it's going to kind of change the colors, change the background, or you can upload your own photo. But that's kind of the basics of them, of creating a Google Classroom. I love using my Google Classroom. I have a bunch of different Google Classrooms I'm attached to. If you go over here, it also lists all your Google Classrooms. Now this is the only one I have here, or you can press Classroom and it also takes you there. In my other Google, so I have all my school ones. So I have Miss Miller's Math, Miss Miller's Social Studies, Miss Miller's Homeroom, or I can list them here. Now it shows me which I'm the teacher of and which I'm enrolled in. So I can't edit anything on here. So I can kind of show you a student's view. So it doesn't tell me who's done and who hasn't done it. So I'm going to go to my math one. And it can kind of show you, see it tells me 3 students have finished it, 20 have not. And I have all my topics over here, no homework's due soon, it lists all my students, I have my about, which is where I upload the videos for them and any documents that they need. But this is how they turn in their homework every day. So I can see that only 3 people have turned in problem set 1. So it's a nice tool to keep everything organized. I also have it for my social studies class as well. So it's really nice, and I love using it to keep all my students' materials in one area since my students are one-to-one. Well, thank you for watching my video on how to create a Google Classroom.